Hello, this is Wanda, and welcome to Surviving the Narcissist. I am a narcissistic abuse survivor, and the purpose of my channel is to help you with the process of going from a black sheep target, narcissistic abuse victim to a survivor, a thriver, and eventually an overcomer. And in addition to being a narcissistic abuse survivor, I was able to attain a master's degree in social work, and I'm also a certified life coach. And my niche and my specialty is narcissistic abuse, trauma, and addiction. And this channel looks at the narcissist and being involved with the narcissist from a my personal experiences as a professional and from a spiritual perspective. So this week we're going to discuss about when the narcissist uses children as pawns. Narcissists will use anybody, and to them, the perfect person is a child because children are innocent, they're not sophisticated, they're very trusting. They trust auntie, they trust grandma, they trust mama, papa, or whatever terms of endearment you use in your family. And so the narcissist will use them against you as the parent or as the adult. So with using the children as a pawn, you might not see the gaslighting, but you'll see a lot of love bombing. Like the person that they have targeted, the child that they have targeted, they get the best presents. Grandma, we love you to the moon and back. You're so pretty. You're so special. And they're not saying it to help the child's self esteem. They're grooming the child to be the flying monkey. And they will teach the child how to spy. They will teach the child how to get information from you. And most of it, all of it, is to gain control over the child. But the child is a pawn because the ultimate goal is to get you as the target, you as the black sheep. And as you grow and develop in how to survive the narcissist, you know that I always say, be careful with information. I heard somebody say, if you keep your mouth shut, you don't have to watch your back. So we kind of know to be careful with information. Children don't know to be careful with information, and then you're caught in the middle, so to say, because you don't want to tell, your children, grandmom lies, this person a thief, they did that to me, and that kind of thing. So a lot of times, your boundaries have to be boundaries that are a family rule. So with a child that you still let them have contact with the narcissist, because we have to be realistic. If you have a family full of narcissists, um, for me, I never wanted to go totally no contact because that's the only family that you have. So even though it is true that you have your recovery family and you have a new tribe and you have a new, you have a support system, but you still have your family of origin. And everybody in the family are not narcissists. Most of them were influenced by the narcissists and they're flying monkeys. So they're having problems dealing with narcissism, picking people that are narcissists. So how can people see that you can be a survivor, a thriver, and an overcomer. For instance, they didn't want me to go to college, but I wanted to go. So I found out how to go. Then when I told them that I was getting a degree in social work, they were mad. And like I always say, who ever heard of somebody being mad or somebody getting a college degree? So it's ways that, so people need to know that it's possible. It's possible to survive the narcissist and go from being the target, the victim, to an overcomer and having a happy life. Even if you didn't have one happy one in your childhood, you can still have a happy one as an adult. So some of the solutions, because everybody knows what it means to use children as a pawn, but I think that people don't think that if they're adults in the family are narcissists, they're grooming and using your own children against you. So number one, you have to have strong boundaries, and you can't be in denial. My sister wouldn't do that. My grandmother wouldn't do that. My mother wouldn't do that. Yes, they will. Narcissists are sick people. They will. And so you need to teach your children about boundaries. Well, what did you do when you were over at this person's house? Because you're the parent. Uh, what did you talk about? And most kids will tell you, your children will tell you, because you're the parent. And their mind hasn't been poisoned by the narcissist where they're going to lie to you because the narcissists have been grooming them. So they'll tell you. And when you ask them about the visit, respect what they say. Well, this person made me do certain things. Well, what did they make you do? Was it within the norm or was it a control freak? Domination, intimidation. Well, if you don't eat your corn and your vegetables, you got spanked. Well, it's not the end of the world if they don't eat corn. Try to find a vegetable that they do like. You don't want to raise your children the way you were raised, but narcissists don't understand that. People have different tastes, different things they like, and it starts as a child. It's not disrespectful if a child doesn't like string beans. So ask the child what happened when they were there. Also, I always taught my child, and my son's deceased, but teach your children good touch and bad touch. Teach your children they don't have to accept hugs if they don't want to. Teach your child they don't have to kiss people or engage physically unless they want to. It's okay to do high fives, thumbs up. I don't want to hug you. I don't force my grandchildren to hug me. I'll hold my hands out and say, give me a hug, but I do not force them to hug me because grooming is a part of all abuse, not just narcissistic abuse. And then another thing, and all of these are different boundaries that you're teaching your children. Also, if you feel something is not right, if you notice that your child's behavior is different when they come back from a visit, if you notice that they're extra disrespectful, you might want to have supervised contact. We're going to a certain place that have a play date. Or when you have fellowship or socializations with the adults in your family, if you do, you go to places that are family friendly. So you're there the whole time that you have contact with that person, that they have contact with that person. You go with your child wherever they go. And if the grandmother or whoever the narcissist or the dominant personality is, because some people do have strong personalities. And then we were raised by narcissists, so they do know how to work us. I mean, they did it our whole lives. So if you're on a family activity and they don't respect your boundaries, well, I'm grandma. I'm the oldest sister. I'm the matriarch of the family. I'm pop, I'm daddy, I'm big mama, whatever their role was in the family. Then you might have to go to no contact. Because I do believe in respecting people. So I don't think that you should confront people in public. Because that was one of the ways that we were abused as part of the smear campaign. Like, what's wrong with your hair? What you got on? And they would say it in front of people and would cause us shame. It would be shaming. So we don't want to engage in the same behavior. We want to be whole. We want to be healthy. And so before I would go non-contact, I would talk to the person. Well, I'm the person's parent, and I said that they couldn't have another piece of cake. Well, I didn't appreciate the fact that you said, well, we celebrate. What's wrong with another piece of cake? Because basically they're undermining your authority as the parent, and they're teaching the child by modeling triangulation. Because the child might have one opinion, the mother has another opinion, and the grandmother or the narcissist or whoever the narcissist is has another opinion. So by modeling that behavior, they're teaching the child how to go behind your back or the parent back to get what they want to get. So it starts off with they got an extra piece of cake. It wasn't wrong with them having more candy. It wasn't anything wrong with them having $100 sneakers or $200 sneakers, how much they cost now. And then the child owes them, and that's how they become a pawn. They were being groomed. Well, remember, your parents are cheap. But didn't grandmom get you those sneakers? Didn't auntie do that? Didn't this person do it? And said, so then you become a flying monkey. And we're going to close out this video. And I just want to remind you that this video is part of my coaching. I do coaching and I also do Christian counseling because my goal is to help people get free from narcissism. So I'm a Christian counselor. I'm faith-based. I can do that. But if you just want secular work, I can do that also. Please visit my website, www.visionofrecovery.com. I do a free consultation to see if you want to work with me. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And once again, thank you for watching. Until next time.